Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Hey everybody, I'm AdamHarry from Bella Souls with
Drake from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And we're back with another Tabletop Spotlight. Drake, what do you have today, man?
This is Booze Barons.
Hey, what's this one about?
You are mob bosses in the 20s trying to sneak your moonshine and other ill-gotten gains into the various speakeasies around New York.
You know, I had a feeling with a name like Booze Barons, it was going to be something in the Prohibition era, and I wasn't disappointed.
Yeah. It really is a nice, perfect fusion of Sheriff of Nottingham, where you have that kind of competitive smuggling aspect with resistance, where somebody's on your team, but you don't know who, and you want the other guys to get caught.
Nice. So it's a little backstabby, little resource,
but you don't know
management.
Who you want to backstab, so you need a little bit of perception, a little bit of insight.
So you're playing the field. You're trying to weed out the people that are helping you and not helping you. So.
Exactly.
All right, this sounds pretty cool. Let's take a look inside the box. All right, so we're taking a look here at Booze Barons real quick. There's the back of the box. You can see there. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on.
Nice 20s kind of vibe to it.
It does. I really like the art. You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, it's
you got the scissors, by the way. Yep, so you're opening this one.
I'm going in.
I do like the artwork, as we mentioned here. It's kind of simple, but it's very clean. It's very kind of Art Deco style.
Yeah,
kind of that vibe from the 20s. So, cool stuff.
Get in there. We don't have that much.
Made from Overlord Games, looks like.
I actually Overworld Games.
Overworld, sorry, it's upside down.
Who I actually haven't seen that much from. It's not a name that comes to mind when you think of the.
Right.
And it's definitely an indie kind of game by Jeremy Commander.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeremy. I like the booze all over this box. I love the art design.
Not so subtle. Booze when it was illegal.
All right. So there's a rule book real quick, and we'll flip through that in here in a sec. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and go through the bits there?
Yeah. So it is a card-based game. It's, as I said before, it's very much kind of this. Resistance meets Sheriff of Nottingham, where it's an economics-based game. You see there, you have a bunch of your different mobsters who can play as. So a little bit of cash and guns kind of thing in there as well, where these have these unique characters.
I'm going to take those out. I'm going to move this box over here.
And they all also have a list of what booze they can peddle.
Oh, okay.
Certain things are different, so it's like a little key card for you. Okay, this is that kind of booze, and you have all these different locations that give you different abilities when you go to.
Let's move these over here. Once you slide those closer. So these are kind of just different tiles and stuff. So you got the different character types and different locations.
Yep.
And the cool thing that you pointed out too, this game is it can play with an odd number of players.
Yeah, specifically actually, it's 3 to 9 players. I just got 9.
Yeah.
But you do have to have
at least 3.
Yeah, you need an odd number because there are pairs that you'll work with. Like you, as a mobster, will have a pair, and somebody will be the booze baron. Okay. Who you're trying to out your opponents to. So you want to get your buddies in, or buddy singular, in on your racketeer, but you also want to exclude whoever's.
Okay, so you're trying to find out if you don't know who the booze baron are, if it's not you, one of the other 2 players is, and you're trying to work with the other player to maybe dethrone the booze baron, in kind of a way.
To a degree, it's kind of like the Godfather in Cash and Guns, where somebody has all the say, and so there's a little bit of a rivalry.
Okay.
Reworking with
and I noticed too that it's kind of on the back here. It's got this unique table again for different number of players. So this is the gameplay if you play with 3, 5, 6, 8, or 9 players, and then if you're playing with 4 to 7, it's got a slightly different setup, which is kind of cool.
So a lot of deliberation went into the balancing the mechanics and making sure certain things work. So that's a good sign, especially from a smaller company like this that I haven't seen much for.
And real quick too, here's just a really fast gameplay reference summary here. It's pretty simple stuff. You got your move phase, you move to a location, one of the 6 over there. Then you got your action phase, choose one of the following for your actions, you can deliver booze, tail, so follow somebody, events, so you can play trigger the event listed at your location, or pass and choose to do nothing. So, I mean, it sounds pretty simple.
We have a legend in case you don't know your booze.
There's a really cool legend. And again, the artwork, very simple, very clean, very Art Deco. So I think it really fits that theme very cool. So.
Yeah, they did a nice job with kind of like the feel of this.
Yeah.
Even the tiles, it's kind of like this clicky like.
Yeah. Very kinetic type stuff too. So real quick, here's one of the cards up close. This is Jen Jailbird Lau. Her different booze types there, and the only reason I knew her name is because it's also on the flip side. We got a quick like turn order and stuff like that.
Yeah, so these are nice reference cards in addition to like who's who of the liquor smuggling world.
Yeah. And these are all fun-looking characters. We got a pretty wide cast of characters. Here's the when I think of a mobster from the 20s. Here's Mickey Big Monty Martelli. He's got the gangster look going on there. But then we've got other non-stereotypical gangsters. Here's Natalia, the Nose, and Melvin, Lucky Dirts. And then we've got a couple other ones here.
And Mr. Sweater Vest over here.
Oh, James Somersault Washington. I don't know if you've ever seen, what is that movie with Eddie Murphy? Oh man, it's a gangster movie. It's pretty good. Maggie the Mint Montgomery. So there's a lot of different characters in this game. A lot of different cast, very, very diverse cast of characters.
Yeah, and then we've got your locations over here. Like this is the Officers Club. Basically, you get to bribe.
Officers as in police officers.
Yes. Police Officers Club. You can bribe them a little bit, and then as a local event, location action or event, you can tail the player seated on your right.
Oh, so a little extra bonus move there. Here's the Curtain Club. So this is that was side B. Here's side A. They have different effects depending on which side you're on. Yeah. So pretty cool stuff there. Ending the game is pretty interesting. If there are fewer than 2 unexposed players at the end of a round, the game ends. The mob with the most coins wins the game. Mob meaning your team. Yeah. Because it changes depending if there's 4 or 5 players, how that counting works. And 7 and 8 player games also changes that up too. Right. And if there's a tie, the mob that exposed the most opposing bootleggers wins. And then it's just you're basically trying to get money.
Yeah.
It's a victory condition. Is
while also getting your rivals caught.
Yeah. And they have a lot, again, because of the number of players and the different modes of play, you've got a cheat sheet there to help out with how to score stuff. So pretty cool stuff.
So the idea is you're trying to balance your like kind of offensive point grabbing play by like making deliveries and racking up your own gold for you and your buddy who you don't know who it is until you get exposed.
The other cool thing, again, they have lots of examples in the book to show off how to do stuff, which is pretty nice. It looks like a lot of arrows going around, but it's really not that difficult to follow.
And I'm a visual learner as well, so I like having seeing everything set up like in one image and like keys to how the play goes.
Yep. And this is pretty nice too. If you have a scanner there, you can actually go check out videos of how to play direct from the manufacturer. So that's pretty smart.
Yeah, which we've been seeing more of that lately, and I think that's a really nice thing to include if something doesn't make sense.
Yep.
In the rules as they are.
Also, we've got these 2 decks too we haven't really talked about here. We've got, we're not going to open these up to go through them, but you've got an idea of what they're for. This is the delivery deck, so you know what kind of booze you're doing. And then the player deck here, these are movement cards. So basically representing where your characters on location are moving to.
Right.
And then there's delivery cards in here, booze cards, all that type of stuff within those decks. So.
And we have your pawns for tracking them as well. Is that not see just like full body art version?
The Booze Baron. Was that your nickname in school? Booze Baron?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it was. That's what they called me at university.
Bingo. Well, yeah, this looks like a pretty fun game. Let's hop out for a really quick recap. So that was Booze Barons, the Prohibition game.
Really interesting.
Pretty cool. I like the gameplay mechanics. Reading through the rules and stuff. Pretty interesting game.
Yeah, I'm glad we're seeing more of this kind of subtle mercantile kind of game that aren't like really strict Euro game kind of stuff.
Right. So real quick too, Drake, what are some of the stats in this game?
This is Booze Barons by Overworld Games, designed by Jeremy Commandier. Price point is $39.99, so not terribly bad for a board game.
It's not bad at all. It's 39 players, which again we saw kind of a weird number, but it works with that. I mean,
Pretty short game too, 25, 45 minutes.
Okay.
So less than an hour either way. Sometimes
Yeah.
less than half an hour, depending how quick it goes. Probably if you have 3 people.
right.
You just need to expose 2 rather than play with 9.
Right,
Maybe
right.
Half dozen or so need to go.
Fair enough. And it's ages 12 and up, which is kind of interesting given the subject matter.
I mean,
but
it's
a
context.
game.
None of it's real. You don't actually have to drink booze and break the law while you play it.
But
It's
you
recommended.
could.
Yeah.
Not for the 12-year-olds.
Right.
I don't know the drinking age during the Prohibition. I'm pretty sure it was just all illegal.
Yeah. I mean, drinking, there isn't one.
Bingo. Anyway, it's a really fun-looking game. Again, great for like family game night. Plays quick. I'm definitely seeing you get multiple games in an evening with this one. No problem. So,
Easy.
Yeah. So go check it out. It's in stores right now.
Yep.
So go check it out. This has been another Tabletop Spotlight. I'm AdamHarry from Bell Lost Souls.
I'm Drake from Dragons Are Comics and Fantasy.
Thanks again for watching. Have a good one. Tabletop Spotlight brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Thanks for watching.